Rampant, also known as Outbreak, is a South Korean period piece zombie movie that just came out. I definitely wanted to see this movie because it was brought to the studio that brought us Train to Busan, and it stars Hyun Bin. So this movie is about Prince Ganglim. He has been sort of taken hostage as the King Empire has taken over Korea. So he lives in China. He grew up in China, and he's visiting because his brother has committed suicide. Meanwhile, there's political turmoil happening in the kingdom. The king has been corrupt and he's influenced by shady ministers. There's a lot of subterfuge going on, and that's where probably the problems lie with this movie. It's not a zombie movie, it's more of a period piece Korean political thriller that also happens to have zombies in it. The night demons or zombies are used very sparingly. There's not a lot of zombie action at the beginning of the movie because they save all the big set pieces for at the end. So this movie has a lot of things going for it. I really like the production values. The creature effects are really good. The set pieces are really solid. The movie just feels like it's sort of just doing the bare minimum though. The story is kind of boring when you think about it. All the political stuff is not that interesting. You know, I wanted to watch this movie because I want to see zombies, fighting people with swords fighting zombies. And they give you a little bit of that, but not quite enough. There's a ragtag crew of like badass zombie killers in there, and I guess the political period piece stuff is, you need to have it to flesh out the movie, but I would prefer just a straight on like disaster film. This movie feels less of a horror film and more of an action movie, so there wasn't that much suspense going in versus, in Train to Busan, you're on a high-speed train. You really can't jump off, and you're trapped with zombies. It's more scary, more claustrophobic. In this movie, it's more of a, as long as you have a sword, you're pretty much okay. These night demons have different rules than your typical zombies. They can die if you hit them in the heart or the head, and they don't like the sunlight. So overall, Rampant is a really enjoyable zombie movie. If you're a zombie movie lover like I am, you have to watch it. Or if you're a fan of Hyun Bin, he's pretty good in this movie too. Other than that though, it's a good movie. It's not great. So I give Rampant a 6.5 out of 10.